Hello Real Estate, my name is George Ryan Sarmago, Unit Manager for Filipino Homes, and today we're gonna be discussing a very timely topic for real estate agents, and that is, what will you do if your client cancels their reservation or their investment because of COVID-19 pandemic? But before we proceed with this topic, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do so and hit on the like button if you like this video. Now, I know there are a lot of clients, or maybe all of your real estate clients, buyers and investors, that are doing risk assessment of their investment right now because of this pandemic. And basically this leaves them two options. The first one is ride it out and wait, or cancel their investment. Now, which option is better? That would depend on the current circumstance of your client and buyer and how they would want to position themselves in the future. And as real estate agents, while we remain optimistic that the negative impact of this pandemic is only temporary and it will bounce back after this quarantine period is over, we must also be sensitive to the current needs of our clients. So, how do you manage if your client will inform you that they will cancel their investment? Now, I am making this content with the pre-selling projects in mind for two reasons. Number one, I have more experience in pre-selling projects because about 90% of my clients buy pre-selling projects through me. And the second reason is, if you are in Cebu City, Mandawi or Mactan area, you would notice that the real estate sector is in its developing stage. Now, let's go back to the discussion of what will you do if your client will cancel their investment or the reservation because of COVID-19. Just to give you a heads up, this topic can be sensitive, and I hope these two tips will guide you and help you in dealing with your clients. Let's proceed. Tip number one, listen to understand. Now, this is more important than ever, whereas before we listened to our clients in order to position ourselves on how to close a deal. Right now, we must listen to them not in terms of their investment, but for them as human beings and as investors. And instead of trying to figure out the next steps, we need to step back and assess the whole situation from your client's perspective. Take the time to listen. Understand what the main reason is on why your client plans to cancel their investment. Because while everyone is affected by this pandemic, the levels of impact vary. Did they lose their job? Did they have to adjust their finances because a family member needs more financial support? Or did they have to sacrifice their investment in favor of providing their basic needs? Or they want to cancel because of the fear of the unknown? Did they want to cancel because of the fear that they would not be able to pay the equity in the long term? Or did they want to cancel because they heard in the news that real estate will collapse? You need to understand if the concern is actual or anticipated. Now, if the concern is actual, let's discuss that in a while. Right now, let's discuss about the anticipated concerns. If anticipated, please resist the urge to be a prophet or a future teller, because let's be honest, nobody knows. Instead, show them previous cases where crises tend to lower the price and make it a buyer's market. Show them how economic activity can help stimulate and revive the economy. Show them if the real estate sector in Cebu, Mandawi, and Mactan has the infrastructure to bounce back as fast as possible. Show them if the demand is still strong, and show them that buyers are still buying through online reservation, and show them facts and optimism. And if the concern is actual, let's proceed to tip number two. Take a pause and develop a plan. As real estate agents, your clients look up to you for advice. Remember, they trust you not just with their money, but their future as well. So, once you have taken a step back and understood the situation of your client, call the developer. That is very important. Know what the options are available for your client. The plan will always be to save the investment and retain the unit in an agreement that is acceptable to your client and the developer. Offer options like deferred payment or extending terms. Know the buying capacity and be creative that the deal you're proposing becomes acceptable to both your client and the developer. I know that when a client cancels the reservation, that is a very difficult decision to make, because when they decided in the first place to make the investment, it did not happen overnight. There were a lot of researches, consultations, financial adjustments, and of course the excitement that goes along with choosing your dream property. And thinking about canceling the reservation or investment negates that and basically is an automatic loss not just of money but also your time spent. This already puts your client in a disadvantage because reservation is non-refundable and the equity payments made will be forfeited in favor of the developer. Should your client take the hit and lose money, or you do everything that you can to save their investment and give them the opportunity to succeed even in this difficult time? And in the end, the decision will always be coming from your client, but this does not mean that you will not have an influence over their decision. If they plan to retain their investment after consultation with you, good job on that. But if they plan to cancel because of their valid reasons, never leave them alone. Continue to be their agent and facilitate even in the cancellation process. As real estate agents, it is acceptable to lose a sale, but it is never acceptable to lose a client. And once again, this is George Ryan Sarmago, Unit Manager for Filipino Homes. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay at home, and peace.